Okay, this was a mistake.
But no, ma'am, I told abdominal examination only.
This is abdominal examination.
Yes, ma'am.
This word is by mistake. I have to erase it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so if you've read and understood, considering it clinical examination station, please begin.
Okay. Good morning.
Good
I am
morning.
Pavni, one of the exam candidate. May I confirm your name and age, please?
Yes, I'm Victoria, 54 years old.
Nice to meet you, Victoria. Today I've been asked to examine your tummy, which involves looking, feeling, and doing some special test.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Before starting, do you have any pain at the moment?
Not so much.
Okay, I'll wash my hands and then um, I will look from the bed inside to see if
Yes.
there is any medications or oxygen cylinder or any charts or ECG if it is present. And I will come close to the patient, Miss Victoria, and I would like to see your hands. Can you
Okay.
please place it on this pillow?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be looking for the clubbing, pallor, uh,
Place
knee.
and then give instruction how.
Yes, ma'am.
Either show it or tell with the palm up front.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
In this, the patient will be on the bed, ma'am, with the supine position, 45 degrees angle. Now, Miss Victoria, can I look at your arms? I will be seeing her arms if there is any spider neve or
Arms, okay. How much exposure do you want?
till the shoulder, ma'am.
Okay.
I'll tell her, yes. Miss Victoria, can you look the opposite side? I want to see your neck. So
Okay.
I'll be looking for the neck veins, carotid pulsations, and I will again look at her eyes. Miss Victoria, can you look down?
Yes.
Can you look up like this? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Can you open your mouth and
Yes.
stick your tongue to the roof?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be looking for the central cyanosis, oral hygiene, and dentition, and for eyes for the jaundice and pallor.
Yes.
Miss Victoria, now I would like to look at your tummy. Can you please expose your tummy region? Can you just remove your shirt till here? I'll don't worry if you require. I would arrange a chaperone for you.
Okay. That's all right. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I
Till
will
where
kneel down
have you said? Mid thigh.
mid thigh. You can be under your garments to provide the dignity.
Yes.
Okay,
And
thank you.
you don't need chaperone. Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Go.
ma'am. Okay.
Continue.
I'll kneel down beside the patient's bed and I will start palpating. Miss Victoria, I want to feel your tummy. Do you have any pain at the moment?
No.
Okay, thank you. So I'll be seeing if there is any swelling present in the stem as there is a swelling. I will see the size and I'll ask her to cough. Miss Victoria, can you just raise your head and cough for me?
Okay.
Okay, I'll see if there is any bulging is more prominent or not. And also I'll see the area surrounding the swelling and
Yes.
if there is any visible pulsations or not. And and then I will start palpating all the nine quadrants of the abdomen and along the
Okay.
swelling I would like to palpate whether the swelling is a doughy, soft in consistency or whether it is very hard. And I'll ask Miss Victoria, does the swelling goes inside? If you try to press it, does it goes inside?
So now it doesn't go away. Before it used to disappear when I used to push it in like this.
Okay, okay. So I'll just feel the swelling. All right. So I'll just see if there is any internal defect is present or not, and then I'll note the size. And and I will palpate. Now I'll do percussion. Miss Victoria, I would like to tap your abdomen. Okay, this won't feel any painful. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll just see percuss the liver, ma'am, starting from the mid clavicular region, supraclavicular, mid clavicular, and one rib each. I will just percuss and feel the upper border of the liver, and I'll palpate the liver and percuss, and I'll palpate the spleen and percuss. Palpation from the right iliac fossa to the left side intercostal space till the left intercostal space for the spleen.
Yes. Mm.
And now, Miss Victoria, now I would like to listen to your tummy sounds. Okay, I'll
Okay.
use stethoscope and feel for bowel sounds first in the left iliac fossa if I can hear any bowel sounds, and on the swelling region if there is any bowel sounds heard or not, and also see if there is any bruit present side to the umbilicus region, right and the left,
Mm.
and also in the liver area to see if there is any liver bruit present. And then, Miss Victoria, now I would like to examine your neck region. I'll be standing back behind you. Is that okay?
Yes.
And then I'll just quickly examine all the cervical lymph nodes and also supraclavicular, supraclavicular region.
Yes.
Then I'll wash my hands. Thank you, Miss Victoria. You have been very cooperative and kind. Uh, I'll get back to you.
And you can dress yourself up,
And
or
if you
if you
need
need.
any help to redress,
Yes, that's okay. I can do it
thank
myself.
you.
All right.
I'll
Thank you.
wash my
Can you
hands.
please summarize your examination?
Yes, today I've examined Miss Victoria, 54 years old, female, obese female, came to the outdoor clinic with periumbilical region swelling
Yes.
of size 3 into 4 centimeters. With Initially, it was non-tender and reduced, but since 3 to 4 weeks, it has become tender and does not reduce spontaneously. On the inspection, there is mild redness present around the swelling. There is no organomegaly, and on and the swelling is more appreciable on cuffing, and there is no visible pulsations, and there is no any bruit present. And the defect on palpation, the defect was around 3 by 3 centimeters, doughy in consistency, and
And
and no cervical lymph nodes palpable.
okay. So, yes, what is your provisional and differential diagnosis for this patient?
My provisional diagnosis would be periumbilical hernia.
Okay. And you've in particular noticed that there was no scar. So it cannot
Yes,
be
ma'am.
incisional hernia.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How would you confirm your diagnosis?
I would like to order an ultrasound sonography to see if the swelling arises from what area, and to see what defect, how much defect is present. Along with this, I would like to do the blood test, a full blood count, and liver function test and kidney function test, and also inflammatory markers.
Okay. How would you determine the size of the defect?
Ma'am, by palpation or
Yes, by palpation first.
by palpation, I would like to see the margins of all the swelling site, ma'am. Then
Yes.
I would deeply palpate and then see the defect,
And then
hollow.
you'll also demonstrate the weakness, where exactly the weakness is. Okay.
Um,
What treatment can you suggest her?
we can suggest her hernio herniography, hernioplasty, ma'am,
Yes. How? With mesh or?
with mesh, ma'am.
Yes. Open or laparoscopic? Answer should be complete.
Laparoscopic, ma'am.
Okay.
If it is recurrent,
If it is in recurrent,
then open, ma'am.
then you would have to remove the mesh as well, because then you can't just carry on. But with the open, it's easy to put insert the mesh. With laparoscopic, it's a little bit, yes, requires technique and
Okay, ma'am.
experience. So yes, one more question I had. Right. Yes, if time would have been allowed, how would you have completed your examination?
I would like to check for the genital orifices, ma'am, hernial orifices,
It's
femoral hernia,
called
and
hernial orifices and examination of external genitalia, and performing rectal examination and examination of the lower limbs for peripheral edema, because you did check everything else, but
yes, ma'am.
legs were left behind. So this is very important. And once you're auscultating, then you had to auscultate over the left iliac fossa for the bowel sounds, and over
Yes, ma'am.
the,
I did.
yes, that you did over the aorta, like for iliac vessels and renal buoy for
Yes,
renal
ma'am.
artery. Good, thank you.